lovely Cancerians, and welcome to my forecast for you, or horoscope for you, for the year 2015, running from January through to December. My name is Gordon. My website, www.gordonrobertspiritmedium.co.uk, is along the bottom of the screen there, and if you wish to get in contact or you wish to talk to me in person, then please come through the website. If you like what you hear on the YouTube channel here, please give us a like, because it does help us. And also if you wish to get regular updates, as we do post regular updates, then please become a subscriber, and that way we can stay in contact easily. Right, lovely Cancerians, 2015, what does it hold in store for you? Well, as a brief précis, I am not an astrologer that tends to give month by month blows, because we do that on an individual basis, or we do that on a basis update on the channel. So let's have a look at what we have for you, Cancerians, beg your pardon. Now, Cancerians, if I had to put one word onto this 2015 forecast for you, it would be, I feel, restructure. Now, this can mark quite a major year for you, Cancerians, and it is a time to really take advantage of the energy that the universe is giving out to you. There are a couple of main players with you. One is Pluto, the second is Uranus, and they sit at an angle. One, which is Pluto, in your 7th house, and Uranus, which sits in your 10th house. Now, these are angular houses, and when I say angular houses, I mean the primary houses, so they have quite a major effect. When we look at Pluto, Pluto is all about change. Pluto is all about getting rid of the old and in with the new, but looking at it in minute detail. So he tends to shine a torch, he tends to be quite ruthless. Now, this sits in your house of relationships. So for you, Cancerians, you certainly would have been, over the last year, 18 months, looking at your relationships in quite brutal detail. Strong relationships have just got stronger, and that can be around work, it can be around children, it can be around your partners, marriages, etc. Anywhere that reflects your tastes. In your 10th house, again, is very important, is to do with your ambition, where you want to be. And Uranus sits in there. Uranus is expansive. It does want change, but it is fairly sudden with its changes. It doesn't put as much thought in as Pluto. But where Pluto is in your 7th and Uranus in your 10th, they make what is known as a square, or a 90-degree angle to one another. Now, this is an aspect, known as in astrology as an aspect. And an aspect is when two planets talk to one another. Now, in a chart, there are obviously planets in all of the different places, but they never come alive until they talk to one another. An aspect has to kick off a planet to make it become active. So you could have a chart that has lots of planets where people go, oh goodness me, oh really great, but they don't come alive, they're not activated until they touch or aspect another planet. Now, over the last 18 months, Pluto and Uranus have been aspecting one another. They've been boxing one another, challenging one another in your chart, in the range of the area of the 7th and the 10th. Now, this has kind of come to a close, or a wane, as we go through 2015. So most of the changes have taken place, but it's still to do with restructuring with you. Now, as we go through 2015, a couple of big dates really March, April. That looks like a time when you're going to have major decisions, major activity, a lot of energy around you. We also have a couple of eclipses. When the eclipses are occurring in March, they also occur March, April, and we also have them in September, going out towards October. Now, the eclipses for you, they do centre around communications as well. So when you're restructuring your year, when you're restructuring everything around you, Cancer, you do need to be aware that you are communicating clearly with the people that are important to enable you to move up, enable you to move on in a structured way. That is one thing that I would say. Now, some of these eclipses, a couple of these eclipses actually affect, again, your 3rd and your 10th, 4th and your 10th house. Now, your 4th house is all to do with you and your strength. So Don't be worried about people challenging you as you go through 2015 and wondering whether you have the strength to cope with what comes in, because the astrology for you is very strong in 2015, and when your fourth house is highlighted in such a strong way as it is, it means that it will carry you through. You have the strength to see situations through to the end. The other area that you need to be looking at, or that will come up, is the work area. And as we go towards the end of 2015, work becomes more steady. It becomes more, I wouldn't say mundane, because that does tend to give a wrong impression, but it tends to settle, which up until about now I do feel has been a little bit up and down, but as we go to the end of 2015, the emphasis is taken away from speculation and gambling as far as work is concerned, or not quite sure where works are coming in, to becoming more steady and mundane. So much of a firmer foundation for you, and you can find yourself possibly in mundane work. You can find you've gone from self-employed to employed, or possibly employed to self-employed, but whichever way you've gone, there would be a stream or a continuous stream of work coming in. You may find a blip as you go towards around about March, as we come towards the summertime, but by the winter it has very much settled down. Jupiter, very active in your second house, and this is to do with wages, it's to do with wealth, and it's to do with your work and the very early part of 2015. So if you were looking for a change of work, change of job, then I feel this comes earlier in the year rather than later. But the rewards do come much later in the year, and there is a feeling as you leave 2015 that this is a very strong time for you now. You've set your sights as to how you're going to be moving forward, certainly for 2016, when things tend to calm down for you quite a bit. It's going to be a fantastic year for you. A lot of things happening, a very, very busy year. And you know, it very much is a year of restructuring. That is strong will get stronger. That is weak will be pushed to one side to make way for what is important for you as you go through 2015. Thank you very much, Cancers, for listening to this brief update for you for 2015. Remember, tune in to the weekly updates here on the channel, and if you wish to get in contact with me on a personal basis, then please drop by the website www.gordonrobertsspiritmedium.co.uk. Thank you very much for listening once again, and we'll be speaking to you very, very soon.